Hey, this is David Howard Thornton. You might know me as Art the Clown from the movie Terrifier, and you're listening to Nerd Radio.
Back with more Nerd Radio, wherever you get your podcasts, especially on our website, nerdradio101.com. You can also, of course, get us on YouTube at the Nerd Radio 101 account. Jeez, I'm flailing here. Al, help me!
No, I promoted Midnight Metal. This is up to you.
Son of a bitch. And you can find us on all
This is what, if you haven't learned anything by now,
I'm drowning!
You do most of the work on Nerd Radio, and we do equal work on Midnight Metal. It seems fair to me.
When do we get the project where you do most of the work?
Oh,
When's that coming?
I will quit.
It took like 7 years to get to this point. Am I going to have to wait another 7 years? So we're back to talk about more nerd stuff. Did you guys see this article on our website last week? Darth Vader house in Houston
I saw this.
on
What?
sale.
Yeah.
Like he's got his own house?
Well, there's a house that apparently a dentist in Houston, Texas made so that the outside looks like Darth Vader's helmet.
Really?
And it's going for like $5 million
Yeah,
right
so
now. He's
it's
selling
out of the
it.
price range, and it's in Texas, which
Yeah.
is more important.
I'm surprised something like that flew in Texas.
I think I've said this before, but I would like to have a living space that looks like the Millennium Falcon on the inside. Like making it look like the Darth Vader's helmet on the outside. Is
But
what,
you
like,
want
it's
it to
just
look like the SpongeBob pineapple on the outside.
Yes.
Perfect.
I want it to look like the, with the round corridors, the hallways that go from one area to another.
Chuck's dream mansion. It's one
I was
part
gonna say,
pineapple.
Does everyone have a dream mansion? Because mine's got to be the Enterprise.
Sure.
With the MASH swamp out back.
Yeah, exactly.
But
that's the guest house.
Yeah.
It's the MASH swamp.
Yeah.
A tent
Yeah.
with some cots.
Do you have something?
I don't know. I'm
Cots.
trying to think.
Cots with a T.
Cots.
He said.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Absolutely.
I'd say the other
Just a
word.
throwback from a couple of weeks ago. Do you have a what you would love a mansion to look like, James?
I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I'd want to
Ghostbusters
look like. I thought
headquarters.
about Ghostbusters headquarters, but I'm like, that was kind of a dumpy, firehouse.
That's part of the
Yeah.
charm.
But yeah, but I want to live large, man. I want to live like Scarface.
Yeah,
But
okay.
I don't know what I'd want my dream mansion really to be.
To me, it seems obvious the Scarface mansion.
Well, I mean, it'd be close, but I mean, I don't
Complete
need.
with mountain of white powder.
That's right.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'd have to think about that. I'd want to. For some reason, I'm taking my answer to this question very serious, and I don't want to.
No bat cave.
Let's back up a little bit. What if you could just have a fire pole in your house
That'd be fun
to get from the first floor to the
Hell
second
yeah.
floor?
Yeah.
That'd be a good time.
Yeah, and I mean, we're on a trial level now, so if I could use a fire pole to go from upstairs,
upstairs
to the
down,
second,
yeah.
to the third, or just go from 1 to 3,
Yeah.
yes,
Down to the garage.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
From the bedroom. That'd be a good time.
Oh, but time to stream, Cody. Sorry, let me ride the fire pole down.
I think you just install
I
it.
should do like this.
See how that goes.
Gotta go stream. Oh, I didn't go very far.
Yeah, I say just install it and let the chips fall where they lie.
Still not very far.
So Jamie Lee Curtis posted on Twitter last week a picture of Cate Blanchett's character of Lilith from the Borderlands movie set. Unfortunately, it is just a silhouette, so you don't really see Cate Blanchett. Silhouette's pretty accurate, though. Looks pretty much like the character as far as the clothing options and everything.
I hope they work.
The hair.
I hope they work Ain't No Rest for the Wicked from Cage the Elephant into the movie somewhere.
That would feel real weird if they didn't.
Because I still think of that game anytime I hear that song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's right at the beginning of Borderlands 2. Yeah, can't help. The one, and it wasn't Borderlands 3. Or no, it was the first Borderlands that No Rest for the Wicked was. Borderlands 2 was the one that had the what is it called? No Change Hero at the beginning of it.
Okay.
And you don't hear that song as much.
I don't even know that song.
It's
I know Ain't No Rest for the Wicked.
Yeah.
Or whatever the first KG11 song was.
James, you saw Army of the Dead, right?
Unfortunately,
We talked about
yeah.
we talked about that a week or two ago. Did you know I saw an article over
Is this
the
what
weekend?
you're looking for?
Yeah, that's it.
This is also Cage the Elephant?
No.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna say I can see a similar vibe.
Short Change Hero by
This is No Place for a Hero, it says.
God, I can't remember what the name of this band is. And I'm on the radio. I was reading an article over the weekend. The helicopter pilot in Army of the Dead that was played by comedian Tig Notaro.
Yeah.
She wasn't actually originally in the movie.
Correct. Yeah, it was that one comedian that's in trouble for date rape stuff.
Yeah, Chris D'Elia, I think his name is.
Oh, D'Elia.
D'Elia. He was originally he filmed his scenes with the rest of the cast and everything, and then he got in all that trouble. So Zack Snyder decided he wanted to replace him, and specifically wanted Tig Notaro to do that particular thing. And she filmed all her scenes against a green screen with and they inserted her kind of like when the Brandon Lee died in The Crow, and they had to like insert his face on top of a stunt actor.
Oh yeah,
back in the 90s.
Which I think it's impressive that they did that, but like I didn't know something exactly was off, but all her scenes, something seemed weird.
Did it?
To me, everything seemed kind of weird, and I didn't realize she wasn't originally a part of that until afterwards, and I read about it, and that they pretty much just put her in, erased Chris, and put her in, or I'm not sure what she recognizes as, but I think I think she's like a non-binary person, so I don't know what her pronouns are, so I'm using her. No offense, please. I feel like all I'm doing is offending everybody on the podcast.
No, don't worry.
Today.
It's cool. It's cool.
But yeah, I felt like the scenes that Tig were in were off a little bit.
It made me stop and think, like, how many scenes was she in that there were other people in? Because her character was kind of like shuffled off to the side because she had to go up to the top and
she's
rig the helicopter.
They were by themselves, getting the helicopter set up.
Right.
Even the scenes where Batista and the other person plotting the whole heist.
Right.
Initially talk to that person. It's through a fence.
Yeah.
So Batista and the other person are on this side. Tig's on the other side. So you could easily see how they were able to do some of those and pull some of those off. So it's impressive to see where technology has come in terms of Hollywood. Like compared to back in the day to what they're doing now.
Fascinating that you can film a whole bunch of that stuff with one person and then just kind of superimpose it.
Yeah.
Tig said that Zack Snyder joked that he was going to give them a best out of focus actor award because Tig realized after a while that they were filming all this stuff of Tig walking through a scene or something like that. He's like, oh, wait, you're filming this stuff with me just out of focus because the focus is on Dave Bautista or is on another character, but I need to be in the background. Oh, all right, I get it. Joked that they thought that, it was their movie because it was just them on set.
I bet that'd be weird, too.
Filming all that stuff.
To film those scenes with just Zach or whatever.
Yeah.
But they did have a lot of weird effects. I don't know how they had to put to include Tig in the movie. If that was why they had there was like a weird, like glaring, like blur effect you see a lot throughout the entire film.
I'm trying to remember.
Not just when Tig was involved, but I wonder if that's something they did to try to like disguise, to mask some of that, or if that was an intentional effect. Just because I know Zach does weird things with his films.
There was a movie I watched in the last month or so that every time they filmed one particular person. Oh, you know what? It was the original Predator. When I sat down a couple weeks to watch the original Predator, if you watch those, like that first half hour of scenes where Arnold and
Jesse Ventura?
No. What's the
Carl
guy
Weathers?
Carl Weathers, thank you. Where Carl Weathers and Arnold meet each other and they do the you son of a bitch, and
you're the bro down.
Yeah,
the masculine bro down.
All of the close-ups on Carl Weathers have a haze on them. And like almost out of focus, like they're trying to make sure he looks exceptionally young.
Okay.
Huh.
It's very jarring if you watch it on like Blu-ray now. You're like,
is it?
Why is this filmed so much differently than all the other scenes in this? Every time they cut to camera, this particular camera cut, like it's like I'm looking through foggy glasses. What's going on here?
It is weird.
Speaking of stuff the cool stuff they can do with technology now. They have made a Morton Jankel cut of Super Mario Brothers from 1993.
This is the movie you teased?
This is a movie I
Super
teased.
Mario Brothers with John Leguizamo and Bob, Bob whatever? It's Hoskins?
Yeah, Bob Hoskins. It's 20 minutes longer than the original, and you can watch it now on YouTube for free.
Okay, well, at least it's free on YouTube. Didn't they have like a Mario Brothers? Yeah, they had a Mario Brothers rap or something, didn't they?
Yeah, well, that's the song at the end of the Super Mario Brothers Super Show that Captain Lou Albano used to sing.
Oh, okay, that's what it was.
Swing your hips from side to side. Come on, it's time to go do the Mario.
And the next verse, come on, Chuck. What's the next verse? You know it.
I don't even remember that part. I'm sorry.
So they made there's 20 extra minutes. Is it worth watching? Are these 20 minutes gonna make the movie better?
I don't know.
Is it gonna make
I haven't watched it myself. I just heard about it last night.
Koopa any better? Why can't I? Dennis Hopper.
Dennis Hopper is King Koopa.
It's like I need to jumpstart my brain today.
He just turns into a dinosaur.
Yeah.
At the end,
it's
not even like
the de-evolution gun or whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
It's ridiculous. Yeah, if you want to search that on YouTube, you can check out the Morton Jankel cut of Super Mario Brothers.
So Morton Jankel is the original director?
Yes.
Is that why they call it the Morton Jankel?
Right.
I think it's just it's a catchy name. Morton Jankel.
Hi, I'm Morton Jankel. You maybe heard of me. I directed the Super Mario Brothers movie from 1993.
While we're talking about movies, too, Amy and I actually went to a movie theater this
Whoa!
weekend. Which has not happened in
Dude, you're living in 2018.
A little bit. It was kind of strange. She got advance passes to the new Conjuring movie.
Okay.
The Devil Made Me Do It.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, she was like, well, you got to come with me because it's going to be spooky.
Yeah, and she needs somebody to hold her tight when it gets scary.
Yeah. It was funny. They gave her this big, like, blanket that also has a little hood on it that you can wrap around yourself.
Living that influencer life there.
A little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit. But, yeah, we went on Saturday and checked it out. Oh, I almost said the DMX. That's not what it's called.
No, it's not
THX.
THX sound.
Dolby.
The DMX
Digital surround.
The DMX sound is something totally different.
Yeah. What?
But yeah, we went and saw the new Conjuring movie and sat in the movie theater. It was spooky.
Yeah.
A lot of jump scares.
Really?
Yeah, like a little more than I was.
So how many times were you like laughing uproariously?
At least 3 or 4 times.
Okay. This is the thing. When you go watch the scary movie with Chuck, he doesn't like scream. He like laughs hysterically when stuff gets scary.
It's terrifying.
Here's the thing I discovered is that when you watch a scary movie, you start to develop an instinct for when a jump scare is coming. Like you can feel, you can see the camera slowly zooming in on a dark corner, and you can hear the music kind of coming up, and you're like, oh, they're about to do it. And that's what makes me laugh, is because I know you're about to do the thing. What was that?
Watching a scary movie with Chuck.
Why do I sound like a baby?
Because I specifically searched for a baby laughing.
I don't know. Maybe Amy
a little
can
more
attest
of a
to
mature
that in the chat.
laugh.
But yeah, there was a couple times where I snickered. But and the thing I discovered is that there's an absolute science to putting together a jump scare, and if you draw out that suspense for too long, I do actually start to get.
Is that better?
That's much better. Absolutely. But if you draw out that suspense for too long, I do actually start to get a little scared, and I have to when I get scared now when I watch like a movie or something,
just keep going.
All right, I have to look just to the side or just under the screen so that it's still in my peripheral vision because I want to see what's about to happen.
Yeah, but you don't.
But if I stare right at it, it's going to scare the shit out of me.
That's funny because I didn't realize that was an actual technique other people use.
Yeah.
So like if I'm at the movie theater and I'm watching a scary movie, when I feel like something's about to pop out, I just look to the left.
Yep.
Usually the upper left or lower left of the screen, just so. If anybody's looking at me, I still look like I'm looking at the screen.
Right.
I'm not like bitching out like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But then I'm looking away so that way if something does pop out, I'm less likely to jump scare.
I learned to do that when I played the Five Nights at Freddy's game.
Really?
Because that is nothing but like every time you die, it's a jump scare.
Every time.
Yeah, it's like
you have to download it.
You have to pull up this screen to look at all the screens to find out where the animatronics are, and if they get in the room, they're going to do it while you've got this up and you're looking at it, and then when you pull it down, they're going to jump at you and scream. So it comes to the point where like I would pull the thing up, and then before I put it down, I'd look over here. And there'd hear no scream, so I'd keep playing.
The coast is clear.
Yeah, that's my secret tech.
You made it to level 2.
The Five Nights at Freddy's games. Speaking of games, I told you guys last week about the Epic Games sale.
Yeah,
it's struck again because you get them $10 coupons every time you buy.
What'd you spend money on this time?
I'll tell you next.
Oh.